Normally I use Amazon for a lot of gaming purposes. Like I like to buy some PS2 games off of Amazon, and then yeah, because I still play my PS2 from time to time. Probably end up playing it more often because I'll be recording more gameplay clips off of it. But yeah, it's cool to have a website where, well, I'm kind of more or less using not GameStop, fuck GameStop. I'm kind of using Amazon to replace GameStop, seeing as I used to always go to GameStop to buy used games, and if you've ever been to GameStop, oh my god, fuck GameStop. I've been raped so many times from GameStop, it's not funny, so I'm done. I'm done with GameStop. I remember one time when my brother ended up buying a game, which you'll probably end up seeing later on. I finished recording it a while back, so yeah, all I gotta do is commentate on that and it'll be up here. But he actually ended up buying a game from GameStop, a used game that is, and when we got in the car, he opened I told him to check the box to make sure the actual game was in there, and they ended up giving him instead of the actual game disc itself, they ended up giving him the demo disc. So I remember telling him that I'm pretty sure that's the demo disc. He's like, no, no, we should go home. We should just go home and try it out. I'm like, no, dude. I remember when I played the demo for that game, the demo disc looked very similar to that disc that you're holding in your hand right now. Plus, I mean, look at the rim. It says this is a demo and not to be sold at retail. So immediately I'm just like, wow, what the fuck? GameStop, Jesus Christ. God. But GameStop is fucking, ugh. I'm done with GameStop. Oh man. I mean, I have too many stories. Too many stories about GameStop. And I can't believe people actually still buy games brand new or used from GameStop. Use fucking Amazon. I mean, you can use the excuse of, well, where do I go to buy games and get them the same day? Well, that's different actually. That's different. I don't know, if you're really that much of an impulse buyer, then sure, I don't know, go to GameStop. But for the most part, GameStop fucking sucks. I mean, their buyback policy is fucking retarded. I should probably mention that. Because a while back, more than 5 years ago, possibly more, I sold back a ton of games and didn't even get enough to buy one new game, so it's like, man, oh my god. And one of the games I ended up selling was Zone of the Enders, the second runner, which to this day I'm still like, I can't believe I did that. God damn it. So whenever I end up getting that game back, or if they ever actually make a remastered edition of that game, which would be fucking awesome on the PS3, man, I don't know, I have no idea. But yeah, GameStop, no deal. I mean, I'll shop on Walmart.com before I ever go back to GameStop. And Walmart actually has some pretty tight deals. A few months ago, maybe a few weeks ago, I ended up buying Fallout 3 off of Walmart.com for only 18 bucks. And then like an extra $1 to ship it. And it arrived at my house like 3 days later. You know, brand new. Yeah, yep, it was brand new. And I mean, that was just awesome. And someone recommended to me Fallout 3 if I like Borderlands, and oh my god, I love Borderlands. But yeah, back to Walmart. Another game I bought off of, oh, I can't remember. I bought Fallout 3 and looking at my game collection. It's not Red Faction. Um, what's that game in between Final Fantasy? It's not. It might be Dead Space. It might be Dead Space. I don't think it's Motorsport. Yeah, it might be Dead Space. Which was another fucking fantastic game. Oh my god. But man, I can't wait for Dead Space 2. The new Isaac looks tight. I don't really care about his voice or him talking throughout the game. I think that might add or take off a little bit of the scary factor. But some of the new guns, like the what is it? The gun, I'm thinking of a Half-Life 2 gun right now. The gun where it fires like the iron stakes, and if you hit someone, they'll go flying back, and possibly if they're close enough to a wall, they'll actually attach to the wall. But yeah, that gun is in Dead Space 2 now, so that's awesome. Some of the new monsters are crazy. Spitter. I remember watching a couple of videos and seeing like the Spitter. Isaac would go up against the Spitter, and the Spitter would like throw up or do a projectile vomit towards him, and Isaac would do stasis right before the vomit actually hit him, so he's able to walk around. That looked pretty tight. It looked pretty cool how he's able to like walk around. You could see like the distance the distance of how far the vomit was going and whatnot. Oh yeah, and another thing they were also doing a lot in the demo for Dead Space 2 was you saw them using his plasma cutter or plasma pistol or whatever it's called to cut off the limbs of some of the, I forget what they're called, the main bad guys. The main bad guys, like the main alien type, where they have the two claws and they run at you real fast. And, yeah, those guys. What they were doing a lot in the demo was they would cut off the arms, use, I'm not sure if it's called stasis or something else, but they use the sort of the ability you have to actually grab things at a distance without actually. If you play Dead Space 2, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they use that to grab the claws or the arms, and then they would throw it back at him, like gravity gun style. They would blast it back at him, and they would just go flying, just like the projectile gun did. The iron stake projectile gun. But yeah, Dead Space 2 is looking awesome. Dead Space 1, if you haven't picked it up, you need to. It's a great game, especially if you love horror games. Horror. I'm not sure how I said that.